Hey, Curtis, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Johnson?
Good, good. Hey, thanks for having me here in your apartment.
No problem.
This is new.
This is very new.
Got it.
Yeah.
Just settled in.
Just settled in. Yeah, it's a really great place. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got laundry, dishwasher, central air, which is really hard to find, and
you got a roof over there. So
a roof.
Yeah, a roof.
A roof overhead. I guess that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Can't complain.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the interview in English. Of course, we did, and we're gonna switch back to Korean. We're gonna switch to Korean, and we're gonna speak Korean very briefly.
Yes, very briefly.
And switch back to English. Okay. So, ready for it?
I'll do the best
Are
I
you
can.
born ready?
Yeah.
All right. So if you can get yourself closer to the microphone, that'd be great. 그러면은 한국말로 자기 소개 해주세요. 커티스 씨. 자기 소개. Self introduction.
I should introduce myself now.
Yeah. Go ahead. Fire away.
I think I know you said. 저는 이름은 커티스입니다. 한국어를 1년째 공부하고 있습니다.
네. 그 하시는 일이 뭐예요? 무슨 일을 하세요?
Go Billy.
Oh,
You asked me how?
so I asked you, what kind of job do you have? What do you do for a living?
I thought you said how do I learn Korean? Oh my gosh.
That was the next question, but
No, okay. What is my job? What do I do?
무슨 일 하세요?
I don't know how to say that in Korean. Film scoring. Film scoring.
비디오나 영화를 위해서 음악을 쓰는 일, 음악을 만드는 일을 하시죠. 작곡.
Music for.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So last question. 마지막 질문입니다. 한국말로는 오늘 아침에 뭐 하셨어요?
Today. 다시 한번.
오늘 아침에 뭐 하셨어요?
I don't understand.
What did you do in the morning?
Close.
What did you do this morning?
아침, yeah. That's like breakfast and stuff, right?
Breakfast?
What I do this morning?
Yeah.
Drink coffee. That's it.
All right.
Got ready for you to come.
You did
here.
what really mattered.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
아, 감사합니다. We touched upon all the important points in Korean.
Okay.
So, very philosophical discussion, but now let's get back to boring English conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be as thrilling as before, but
Exactly.
let's try to make it interesting. So, why did you decide to learn Korean? What was the reason?
So basically, my friend I went to college with is Korean, and he had to go back to do his time in the Air Force. And he just finished, or was about to finish, and he called me and said, "Do you want to come to Korea? And do a big road trip?
Yeah.
And just go all around and do all these crazy
Cool.
things." And it was like it was a good timing for me. And I just got like a check in the mail, and I was like, "Screw it, let's go."
Wow. So without being able to speak a single word of Korean, right?
Nothing.
You just went there.
Yeah. And so before I went, I started to learn a few phrases, and it was really hard for me to like learn it from like the romanization and all that. And then found a few videos on the alphabet, and that's kind of when I got hooked, because it kind of reminded me of music, reading music.
Oh, you mean the Korean alphabet,
Yeah,
Hangul,
Hangul.
the system, right?
So I got just very, very interested in that and the way that it sounded, and I've always kind of liked the way that it sounded, you know, especially over like Japanese and Chinese and other Asian languages. I thought Korean sounded very soft and beautiful in a way. And
Right.
so I was very interested in learning it, like right from the start. But again, I didn't know how.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the heck to do, so I was like learning just words on my phone.
Right.
And then I went, and it just made me love it even more.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I was there and I
You're living and breathing it.
Yeah, and I love the food. The food is just kills me. Like
Me too.
it's like my favorite food now. Like I can't live without kimchi now.
Yeah, there's a variety too. There are a lot of different kinds of Korean dishes out there.
Yeah, and it's like healthy. I don't feel like crap after like eating a big burger and fries.
Yeah.
You know?
Although it's good too. Yeah. But it's the aftermath.
Oh, it tastes great. Yeah, but I mean, afterwards I don't feel like crap.
Right.
Korean food,
So tell the viewers how you're learning Korean right now. How are you studying it?
Well, I was going back again. After that, I bought Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, like everybody else.
Which was a disaster. And then I got, was it Living Language?
Yeah, okay.
Which had really good reviews, and I liked a lot of stuff about it, and I liked the fact that you can put it in your car and listen to it. But the thing that kept getting me was the formalities. It was teaching you all the formalities at one time, and I was having a lot of trouble with that. And then I discovered GoBilly.
Yeah.
YouTube.
So for the viewers who don't know, GoBilly is the guy who make YouTube videos and grammar books about Korean grammar. So it's a very structured way of learning Korean. Right.
So in terms of understanding the grammar, like it was working really well for me.
Yeah.
Like it was taking like baby steps, and it was all in the most honorific. It was all in Indida.
Right.
So it's like I didn't have to worry about that. I was just like learning sentence structure. And so I've been doing that for a long time, but I've been obsessed with it. I've been trying to like dissect every single sentence and then trying to understand when you use when you use ga, when you use
Oh, okay.
And
those particles, right?
And some of them you can use both. So I think a problem I was having was just trying to figure out the exact time to use both, and it all depends.
I mean, that's one of the most challenging parts for Korean learners, right? Learning those particles, how to use them. And what I always tell them is you have to hear them a lot. You have to use them a lot to get to know them. It's like almost like building relationship with people, right? Those particles. Because at the first encounter, you just cannot figure them out fully or completely. But as you see them over and over, encounter them over and over, you kind of get the hang of it. You get the sense that, oh, this is what this person is like. This is what this particle is like. You get familiar with them, and you feel like you get to know them better. So
it's not like a mathematical equation. You have to like you have to feel it out. Or,
of course.
It's like almost like a personality. I like thinking of it like that.
So do you see any similarity between music and learning Korean? Because you're a musician, you're a composer. Do you see some kind of similarity?
Well, the main thing was just trying to read a totally different language.
Yeah.
Because there's the music language, and time is going by, and I'm like playing piano music, and it's kind of reminding me trying to keep up with. I mean, I know you can like pause and stuff, but I think Korean seems to be more of a flow than English.
Okay.
Do you think? I
don't know. I think it flows more smoothly in terms of grammar, but there's not a whole lot of components that you throw into a sentence. For example, we rarely say the subject. We rarely say, what else? Articles. Because in English, articles are super important. Is it a singular, plural, right? And do you use it? Do you not use it? Is it the? But when you speak Korean, you don't have to worry about those things, but you worry about other things, right? Honorific, how to end the sentence. Because does it throw you off? There are so many different ways to end the same damn sentence in Korean.
Oh, yeah. Definitely throws me off.
Yeah.
It's so tough. But I mean, again, like right now, I'm only learning Indida. So when I talk to my girlfriend, which, by the way, my girlfriend's Korean too.
Yeah.
That happened later. I always talk to her in Indida, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, you don't talk to your girlfriend with Imnida.
Yeah. No.
Unless you are in military, like talking to.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, they always use the sentence form, sentences that end with 입니다, 합니다, 합니까. But
that's all I know, so that's why. Yeah.
So you speak 존댓말 or 반말 with your girlfriend? You know what 존댓말 and 반말
are? I've heard that, but I forget.
존댓말 is honorific or formal, and 반말 is more casual.
So when
you speak
I speak to her something
girlfriend.
that we've never talked about before, or I'm trying to just practice with her.
Okay.
Obviously, I do the Himnida, but then just things I've learned is with her. It's the very, very, very informal stuff. Sorry.
Okay.
Like 보고 싶어.
Oh yeah. That's 반말.
Yeah. And 배고파, all these things.
Yeah. See, I think that's one of the most challenging part of learning Korean. The different ways to end the sentence, honorific, non-honorific, and you could even make it poetic, depending on how you end the sentence too. I call it voicing. There are many different ways to voice the same message. So that's what's really difficult and interesting about Korean language. And I didn't have to think about any of these things. I'm a native speaker. I learned it the natural way, so didn't even think that it could be challenging to anybody, but now I'm realizing, oh my God, it might confuse so many people, right? Because they have to think about how to end the sentence depending on your intention, depending on nuance you want to convey, or most importantly, depending on who you're speaking to, right? I mean, definitely you don't want to speak 입니다 speech style with your girlfriend.
Right.
I can tell you right off the bat.
She's okay. She understands. She deals with it.
Got it.
But that's one thing I like about it, though. It's cool because you're able to show your intentions easier in Korean than in English, I think. And then also there's words that, you know, like for like aunt, like ema and stuff like that.
Oh,
you know exactly which aunt you're talking about.
Oh,
you don't have to explain that. You don't have to explain any further. There's like shortcuts in Korean.
Right.
Ways.
Yeah.
Which I like that.
Cool.
That's cool.
So you're about to start the language training with me, SpongeMind Language Training. And I can tell you right now, it's very different from language instructions. I'm not going to spoon feed you with this word, the grammar point, no spoon feeding. Instead, it's called training, meaning you have to really lift the weight. Nobody's going to do that for you.
And that, but that's, I totally am on board with that because it's weird. It's like I knew this before starting, but with learning music and learning like theory and stuff like that. But for some reason, I'm like, well, the language must be different. But
it's the same.
It's kind of the same because I used to tutor people at my college, my music school, and I found that the best way to get them to learn is to get them to learn on their own in a way, you know, inspire them in a way, or just kind of talk them up and explain why you should learn this, all that stuff, and then they would go off on their own and come back and just would know it, and they kind of figured it out on their own, and it was a little more rewarding instead of spoon feeding it. Like you said.
Because it makes the brain passive. It makes the learner passive too. And when you're passive, you can never learn a language. So it's kind of dangerous state of mind to be in if you wanna get fluent with the language. So, and I understand that you want to be fluent, right? That's your goal.
Sure.
So
I want to be able to speak to my girlfriend's parents for sure. That's a big one. Yeah. But I mean, before that, before I met this girl, I still wanted to learn. I've always wanted to learn a new language in general.
So you don't speak any other language other than English?
And I never. So I grew up in West Virginia.
Okay.
Where you didn't have to take a foreign language. Which is kind of crazy. And I didn't because I had no interest in it then. You know?
Right.
And now I kind of regret that. Trying to make up for a lot of the things I missed out on.
Earlier, you were commenting that maybe you want to go back to Korea and start writing music for Korean film directors or videos.
I would love to live there for a couple of years with my girlfriend, and then we could eventually move back here because she loves it here too. But if I'm going to live there, I would love to work with people there.
Yeah, of course.
And just working on different types of projects would be really interesting.
Yeah.
With directors that think a little differently than maybe American directors.
It would be really cool to see your name in the ending credit in a Korean film.
Would it be in Korean, like Curtis?
Yeah, Curtis. Yeah. All right, Curtis, I think that's it for today. So I look forward to starting the training with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next video.
Of course,
say something.
Cool. Hey, thanks for having me over here. Appreciate it.
No problem. Come over anytime.
All right, cool. I will. Don't think I won't. All right.
All right.
Bye. You're out.